For the suspect in that case, 8-year-old Haley Burks was hit Saturday afternoon following the Tuscaloosa Regional Air Show. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Danny Ray Smith, owner of Dixie Air, is charged with driving under the influence, assault, and leaving the scene of an accident with injuries. Smith's attorney, Bob Prince, says his team is conducting their own investigation. Prince says at the arraignment, his client is going to enter a not guilty plea. Prince told us the district attorney will take the next step.
He'll take us evidence and go to the grand jury, and they will listen to it. They don't get our evidence. They only get what evidence the state wants to present to them. And it's a probable cause hearing, really is what it is. And so if the grand jury thinks there's probable cause that a crime was committed and that Mr. Smith committed it, then they could return a true bill for a lesser charge, for the current charge, or for a greater charge.
We'll have much more on the perspective of the case from Smith's attorney at 6 o'clock tonight. Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide is still gathering the facts on the fatal crash that killed Haley Burks, and they're asking the public for help. We join WVUA anchor Lynn Brooks live from Northport with more on that. Lynn.
Terry, it was about this time of day just 3 days ago when 8-year-old Haley Burks and her mother and her little sister were walking along the shoulder of the road here, leaving the Tuscaloosa Regional Airport after the air show. To give you an idea of where we are, I'm about 100 yards from the Kentucky baseball fields, so that gives you an idea of where we are proximity wise to Kentucky. You can still see crime tape out here. You can also see where investigators have spray painted various areas of the shoulder of the road as they continue their investigation. Now officials have not released the details of the names of the other individuals who were involved in this accident, but we are told that they were all walking along the shoulder of this road. Investigators say Danny Ray Smith was the person whose vehicle hit these individuals. Of course, that's still under investigation. And officials right now looking for anyone who may have been in this particular area who may have information that can help.
What we are asking is anyone who saw this or was in the area at the time of the impact or the time of the crime to please call us. We do need to talk to everyone who was present or who saw what happened.
Now, at least a little bit of good news. We are told that the 3-year-old child who was injured in this spot right here where I'm standing was released from Children's Hospital yesterday. The mother, meanwhile, was released from DCH Regional Medical Center. That just happened today. We're told she had several fractured vertebrae but is expected to recover. If you have any information that may help investigators with this case, call Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide. Their number, 205-464-8691. The number again, 205-464-8691. Live in Northport, I'm Lynn Brooks, WVUA News.
All right, thank you, Lynn. And research into the history of Danny Ray Smith, the suspect in this case, reveals he was previously connected to a fatal crash in a very different way. Newspaper records show Daniel Scott Smith, Danny Ray Smith's 19-year-old son, was killed in a car crash on McFarland Boulevard back in December 1994. Reports from the Tuscaloosa News show the 19-year-old Smith was the driver and a 14-year-old girl was also killed in that crash. In 1995, the Tuscaloosa News reported that Danny Ray Smith was named as a defendant in a civil suit filed by the father of the girl who was killed. Danny Ray Smith was the administrator of his son's estate. According to the newspaper report, the suit claimed negligence on behalf of Daniel Scott Smith and also claimed he was legally intoxicated when the wreck happened. The reports did not include information about the outcome of that suit. Well, there are startling images coming from Dallas, Texas, where tornadoes roared through the area earlier today. In this video, you can see 18-wheeler trailers tossed around like toys. This is one of the tornadoes caught on tape. There's widespread damage, but so far no reports of any injuries. Several homes and businesses were damaged. All flights at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport were grounded. Passengers and airport employees were moved into shelters. Considerable damage has been reported south of Fort Worth and other areas. Back here in West Alabama, fresh food fans hit up Tuscaloosa's new farmers market today for the very first time. The new farmers market opened its doors in Tuscaloosa's River Market. Officials tell us the first day went smoothly and they were pleased with the opening. Customers told us they were glad to have a new place to shop.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The variety's great. I'm really enjoying it.
And it's just been one customer after the other, and I haven't left my table today.
We've had a great showing from the community so far.
They're working with the farmers, and that's exactly what we was hoping we'd see here, and that's what they're doing.
Now you can check out the farmers market each Tuesday and Saturday starting at 7 a.m. Well, higher prices at the checkout lines and gas pumps have more people looking for help at local food banks. According to the executive director of the West Alabama Food Bank, Henry Lipsy, the demand for food from the food bank has risen in all 9 counties that this food bank serves. A 2011 U.S. Census study shows an estimated 18.4% of Tuscaloosa County residents cannot afford to feed their families. Officials say even some middle-class families are finding themselves seeking help.
I don't know that we have seen the total impact yet of the increase in price of gasoline. I think we will be seeing that in the next few days and weeks.
The gas is a concern, but groceries come first. I've got my 2 granddaughters and my younger son, and sometimes I have both my grandsons. So food comes first.
Now, if you would like to make a donation, you can call the food bank. Here's the number, 205-333-5353. On your election watch, the race is getting tighter for the Republican presidential nomination. Voters in Wisconsin, Maryland, and the District of Columbia are the latest to weigh in on the Republican nomination fight. Frontrunner Mitt Romney is looking for a knockout, a 3-contest sweep that could signal the beginning of the end for the primary battle. According to polls, another Midwest upset by Rick Santorum isn't entirely impossible in Wisconsin and would give him momentum heading toward his home state primary in Pennsylvania on April 24th and possibly beyond. Romney says a win in Wisconsin is the end to his rival, but Santorum and Newt Gingrich say they are staying in the race. On your health watch, skin cancer is on the rise. A new study shows more young people are being diagnosed with skin cancer. Now, according to the Mayo Clinic, women are more likely than men to develop the most dangerous form of skin cancer, and that's melanoma. Experts say cancer rates increased 8-fold among women and 4-fold among men. Researchers suspect indoor tanning beds could be a key factor in the rising rate in young women. Well, it may be hard to believe, but a new study shows about half of all preschoolers are not taken outside to play by their parents every day. Experts recommend at least 60 minutes of daily physical activity for children 3 to 5. Experts say work was often the reason, but some parents who work from home also didn't take kids out to play. Researchers say it's important for a child's mental health, their imagination, and development of social skills. Well, the results are in. Consumer Reports has released the rankings of the best and worst supermarkets across the country. Among the 52 major grocery stores, the favorites included Publix, Trader Joe's, Wegmans, and Fairway, but customers were frustrated by Walmart Supercenter, Pathmark, and Pick and Save. The biggest gripe? Not enough checkouts, congested aisles, and advertised specials out of stock. The report also said you can save money by going against the grain, shopping clockwise instead of typical counterclockwise store arrangement.